Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I know we surprised. I'm surprised. We got an early morning show with music we don't talk boxing. Unheard of. But y'all know how we do. We surprise people. We do the unexpected. So let's go ahead and get rolling real quick. As you see, the name of it is Stop Being Soft. And I don't plan on being here a long time talking about people being soft and touchy and feelings being hurt. But the last time I checked, this was boxing. People supposed to get hurt. And you're not supposed to be acting soft. You know what I mean? You are not supposed to be soft. At least that's what the crowd and the fans, the people that pay their money to see you perform, that's what we think. Let me go ahead and make sure. Let me put that for a second. Let me go ahead and make sure we got some sound before I get to really rolling and running off at the mouth. Go ahead and pull this up real quick because everybody got something to say. Everybody. We got some sound. Oh yeah, we good. We good. We good. Now, now I want you to hear this. Hear this good. Listen to him. Tell me what you think.
But you abandoning the body a little bit. We gotta stay down there. OT talking, I hate hitting elbows. Aim for the, you gotta change the trajectory, aim for the center.
Now, did y'all hear that man say, I hate hitting elbows? I hate hitting elbows. Let's hear it one more time.
But you abandoning the body a little bit. We gotta stay down there. OT talking, I hate hitting elbows. Then you gotta come around. Hey, round. But you abandoning the body a little bit. We gotta stay down there. OT talking, I hate hitting elbows.
Yeah, I know y'all heard that. I know y'all heard that. He telling I hate hitting elbows. I hate hitting elbows. Listen to this.
What is that? I know you're gonna be here the whole time. For sure. You smothered? What is that? I know you're gonna be here the whole time. I don't wanna go to this. I know you're gonna be here the whole time. I don't wanna go to this. What is that? I know you're gonna be here the whole time. I don't wanna go to this. For sure. Body though.
Now you hear that. Y'all heard that. I'm sure you heard it. I'm sure it was clear enough to be heard. I'm sure of that. That's Big Baby Anderson. That's Jarrell. Jared Anderson. That's Jared Anderson. That's the guy who likes to put on the pimp hats and had a swag when he walks out to the ring or when he walked out to the ring. You know, that was him. That was him all the way up to facing Bacoli. The guy with the pimp hats and coming out cool and swagged out and, you know, talking that talk. But we, here at Musically Zone Talks Boxing, have always had a slight idea that this cat might be a little bit soft. Just a little bit. And before I get into going a deep dive on him, let me just say, this episode of Music Zone Talks Boxing comes to you by HW Wicks, handcrafted candles. Their motto is, relax and enjoy. Also by the Block family, created on Marlowe's Corner, but we carry on. And also the Track Titans, who we get all our tracks and music from, and the songs that show up on the playlist of this channel. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about it. Here on Musically Zone Talks Boxing, the last few times that we saw Jared Anderson really step out into the ring and do something, or step out to try to step out to fight, we said that we thought the guy was a little soft. A little soft, not to disrespect him, just a little soft in the way he carry himself, the way he act. You heard the little footage that we just played. The man saying, you know, he in the corner saying, I don't like hitting elbows. And his corner gave him some good advice. Change your trajectory. Aim toward the mid. You know, sometimes you're going to hit elbows. I don't know one fighter that enjoys hitting elbows because I'm sure it hurts. But sometimes it happens. The man was complaining saying, the dude is tough. The dude is tough. Well, you would think all fighters are tough, but he said he's screaming out that the guy's tough, and he's gonna be there the whole 10, and I don't want to go the whole 10. Well, damn it, do something about it. Go out there, get mean, and do something about it. Don't let you don't want to go to the whole 10 rounds, then go out there and beat somebody else, and don't let the whole 10 rounds go. You know what I'm saying? And M Banks unfiltered, soft. I'll spell it S.O.F.T. Ray Gibson. I feel, I feel you. What's going on? M Banks unfiltered. I'm just trying to get an understanding. I wake up this morning. I hear this man talking about, from his last fight. He don't want to go 10 rounds. If you don't want to go 10 rounds and you got the skills to stop a 10-round fight, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and do something about it. S.O.F.T. Soft. That's right. Soft. Compliments to Ray Gibson. Claude. That's my name. Than me before. Big Baby Anderson and forgot that he's supposed to be the big baby, the big machine. I don't know, really. I'm just gonna touch back and roll for a second. Why would a grown man that's in the middle of, he's in the fighting, that's his thing. He's a fighter. Why would he call himself Big Baby? But anyway, like I said, I've had my suspicions about Jared Anderson for a minute. I've had my suspicions ever since, and I'm going to always go back to this because this is where I got my suspicions from. Ever since he's done the interview with the great Roy Jones Jr., and I have to say great, y'all know Captain Hook, quit playing. Y'all know Captain Hook. You never heard Captain Hook crying. Pop that open real quick. You never heard Captain Hook crying about an opponent. The only thing I've ever heard Roy Jones saying is that he wanted to get back with Montel, the dude that fell down because he got hit after the bell and caused Roy to get a loss. You know what I'm saying? Madison fought Charles Martin, and Charles Martin had late notice and still made it through For Anderson, they let me know Anderson is not that. I can deal with you with that. But I was trying to, like most people do, you try to give them enough time to see if they are what they say they are, what they're being built up to be. We looked at that as a little speed bump that, because he was supposed to have been moving up the range, growing, learning. But to hear him, with Roy Jones crying and talking about he didn't want this and a spotlight and all this stuff, now I'm starting to believe that, I can't remember which one of our brothers said, maybe he's just doing it for a job, trying to make him a little money on the side. That type of thing. And I'm starting to see, I'm starting to believe that could be the truth. Y'all forgive me, I getting myself together. I'm finally off. About to enjoy this morning. It's early because I got to mess with my brother Yasser and the people across the pond. So we got to do another friendly UK time zone for them. But did you hear the clip? Did y'all see the clip? Sitting in the corner whining, his corner telling him what he needs to do. He crying about hitting elbows, his corner telling him change the trajectory, aim, more toward the center of the body and things like that. Crying about the opponent gonna be there the whole 10 rounds. You're supposed to be a gladiator. You're supposed to be Mr. Stop him. You have been stopping people. Get out there and put your hands on that boy, make him respect you. Put him on his back foot. Put him up against the ropes and put him in the work. Don't cry about him being there the whole 10 rounds and you don't want to do 10 rounds. Because the only thing anybody's going to tell you is do something about it. Sitting out there crying. People paying their money to watch you fight. And you out there, for real? Come on, man. Come on. Nobody want to pay to see that. He said, I'm 23 when Big Baby told Roy. Yeah, you're right. I'm just 23. You making up all these excuses to why you know what? I can't even think of why you were making these excuses unless you don't want to do it anymore. And if you soft, get out the way. Stop being soft. You know what? A lot of people make fun of Adrian Broner, but what they can't make fun of Adrian Broner about is not being hard to the bone, through and through. Gangster all the way with it. Mike didn't let his hands go, but he did not let us feel like he wanted to shy away from any smoke. He didn't. Adrian Broner, a little guy, running to the smoke. Building on fire, he running to the smoke. If it's a fight in there that they said he could have, he going to get it. Big baby, you should take notes. You should take notes and look to some of these. Just go look at some old footage, some old film of some of these old greats. Even some of the not so greats. Wasn't running around crying. You know, we could make fun about a lot of people, a lot of different fighters, but you know, you're hard pressed when we hear you in the corner talking about you don't want to hit elbows. We hear you in the corner during the fight talking about somebody tough and you don't want to go out there. And you don't want to go the whole 10 rounds. Oh, that's good. That is delicious. I have to try another one. Yeah, that is good. Even though Broner got cheated versus Maidana, he stayed Broner. Still to this day, AB is AB. You know what, M. Banks? You 100% right on that. To this day, he's still who he is. He's still gonna talk that brash. He gonna still say, "Stop that soft ass shit." You know what I'm talking about. I think he was talking to Leonard Ellerby when that went down. But the fact is, the facts remain. The facts remain. Nobody wants to see or hear the fighters that they call themselves backing crying about toughness, crying about what they got to face, crying about getting through it, crying to one of the legends. You know, first of all, I would not let myself get caught on a video crying about what it is that I do, not wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight no more, retire. Go get a job helping the highway, helping build the highways or some roads. Go be a roofer. Go be a model, a sculptor, anything but a pugilist throwing hands, because I don't feel like it's in you no more, homeboy. I actually think Bacoli was the last straw. I think Bacoli was the top that just beat the fight out of it. I'm thinking that the fight was starting to leave him before he got there. I'm thinking he had started running, you know, the fights had started getting a little hard for him, and he had started noticing it. And he masked it well. Not long, but he masked it well. And now I think he's at a point. Where he can't hide it no more. I think he's at a point where he tired of getting beat. You know what I'm saying? You got to find the classic Anderson clip telling Leonard Ellerby shut their side. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I mean, Adrian. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta find it. I'm gonna give you something real quick, M-Base. I like to come in. I have my conversations. I don't really do too much bringing up old footage and everything, but I think I'm gonna start doing that just to put a little more spice to it. You know, every once in a while, you guys do see me throw up a graphic or something, but most of the time, because I'm so heavy in music and work, that I don't get to add those extra little spices to the show. I'll play some on music and everything, but you don't really get too many graphics from me. But I will take that into consideration and start trying to make that happen. But I just had to get up and start, you know, touch on the simple fact that Big Baby Anderson is really, really not doing himself any favors. You sit in the corner, you know, most people want to hear the boxer trainer do the talking and see the boxer absorb the information, go out in the next round and use that information. We don't want to hear you sitting in the corner talking about you don't want to hit, you don't like it. I don't like hitting elbows. Okay? You're supposed to be paying attention where you're throwing anyway, not just throwing. Not saying that you supposed to be out there just perfectly landing punches, but hell, you should, every once in a while, a elbow, you gonna catch your elbow. Guys are blocking. Guys are out there. There's a lot of stuff going on. Y'all moving at a high rate. You gonna catch some. You gonna catch your elbow now and then when you landed some shots. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. But the biggest part, the biggest clip that really surprised me was to hear him say that the guy was gonna be there the whole 10 rounds, and he don't want to go 10 rounds. First of all, I'm gonna tell you what. Here we go. Let me go and pull it up for you one more time, because I think people might say, MZ just saying something, but I wouldn't just do that. I wouldn't do that to you at all. I'll put it out there and let it be known. This is what the boy said.
What you have? I know he gonna be here the whole time. I want to go to him. For sure. I know he gonna be here the whole time. I want to go to him. For sure. I know he gonna be here the whole time. I want to go to him. I know he gonna be here the whole time. I want to go to him. What you have? I know he gonna be here the whole time. I want to go to him.
Now, can you imagine? That's your fighter. That is your fighter right there saying what it is that Big Baby Anderson just said. He tough. He tough. He gonna be the whole 10. I don't want to go 10. First of all, as the motivational part in the corner, you done just zap me of some of my power, because first thing gonna come to my mind is, did this boy just say he tough and he don't want to go 10? We got Gil Cole sliding in early this morning at 6:34. Salute, OG. What's going on, man? I just had to get up and talk about this softness that's going on and running amok in boxing. It's not running amok a lot against a lot of the fighters, but we're highlighting. That's right. We're highlighting. That's right. We got an early morning live. This is more geared toward people across seas, across the pond. Our boy Yasser don't be getting to hang with us at nighttime, so I figure every once in a while we're going to jump up early, just surprise him and throw something out there. If he catch it, great for him, but he will be able to say, my boy MZ be keeping his word and messing with us over here in the UK early in the AM, trying to be a little time friendly. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to know, Gil Coles, my partner, my brother, how do you feel about this Jared Anderson situation and the clip that's been floating around, that is floating around, with him in the corner talking about he don't like to hit elbows, and also talking about that the guy is tough and he's going to be there 10 rounds and he don't want to go 10 rounds. As a corner man, you're obligated to try to talk your fighter back up, but with a conversation coming at you like that from your pugilist, what do you say? Do you slap him? Shut up! With all that softness. You Jared Anderson. You come out to the ring with pimp hats on and capes, and you walk with a swag. You out here talking about you don't want to go 10 rounds. Slap him 3 times. Shut up! Get your ass out there and fight like a true fighter, like a true champion. But you can't say that kind of stuff to these people nowadays, because they soft. Soft. Like my boy M. Banks said, Claude, Ray Gibson would do. Soft. 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 Got people spending their money to come watch you put hands on people, and then all of a sudden, you ain't got it no more. You ain't got it no more. My boy say Big Baby hard, ain't it? That could be it. But you know how dangerous this is. This is boxing. I didn't get on him real bad the other day when we did, because we was talking about some other people and some other things that was going on in boxing and what's coming up. But we're going to throw this little interlude right on in there, because Big Baby, if you don't want to fight no more, man, get your ass out the way. I'm not calling for you to retire or anything like that, but bro, if you're not going to go out there and represent yourself to the fullest, why are you doing it? Your trainer could be spending time with another fighter that's truly got it in him, that's truly got the hunger, that's truly trying to become a champion and make his name sit highly favored in the history books, and not with somebody to be looking at him, picking him apart like we're having to do now. And we're not doing it because we want to. We're doing it because you're giving us the ammunition to do it. You know, I'm going to keep it real. We don't say nothing about, well, I don't. I don't say anything about these fighters unless they give me the ammunition to do it. Most of the time, I'm just going to talk about what they do in the ring. I'm rarely trying to talk about what they do outside the ring, their outside life, because I really don't care. Um, I'm hearing a lot of things about Jared Anderson and things that he does outside the ring, which I really never gave no credence to. I really never paid any attention to. The only thing I've been trying to do is watch and talk about these guys in the ring. And to see him in the ring during the fight, telling his corner that he don't like to hit elbows, and the guy's tough. He's tough. He tough. He gonna beat the whole 10 rounds. I don't want to go the whole 10 rounds. And I'm gonna keep saying the same thing over and over. If you don't want to go 10 rounds, go out there and stop him. Rod X in the building. What's going on, my brother? Glad to see you coming through. We got us an early morning. We're cooking, and we just gonna, sit back. Once again, I'm gonna say what's up to my people across the pond in the UK. Sending out shouts to my partner, to my brother Yasa. I got a call from the blog fams. Yes, you know what I'm saying. That's my boy right there. We just having some fun, talking this talk. I want to know how y'all feel because I know y'all seen the clip of Big Baby Anderson complaining in the corner about hitting elbows and saying that the man was tough and he was going to be there for full 10 rounds. Is that soft or is that soft? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I come from a different era, a different time where certain things was considered soft, punk, sissy. We used to say those kind of things back in the day. I'm understanding that you can't really say that kind of stuff nowadays because it's not politically correct. Well, I'm not political. I'm going to just keep it real. I'm not political. I'm going to use words the way they've always been used, the way they was meant. People want to get on me if I say, oh, you gay. Oh, you can't call them gay. Well, I remember the last time I checked the Webster, gay meant happy. But I diverse. What I want to know is how y'all feel about Big Baby Anderson crying in the ring after being interviewed by the great Roy Jones Jr. a couple of years ago. And now we come up to this day because we said when we saw him in that video, in that interview, that the boy was soft. We said the boy was soft. People didn't believe it. People want to say, MZ, you tripping. MZ, take it easy. MZ, you being a little judgmental. MZ this, MZ that. Well, right now it's folding out in front of you that this man is just that. He's soft. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to agree with my boy, the social scientist, music meets an AI, the governor of Alabama. Whatever moniker he decides to come in and be under, Big Baby Anderson, at this point right now, does not deserve my viewership. He does not deserve my eyes to be on him fighting another pugilist. He will not be the name that make me say, ooh, gotta watch this fight. I'm sorry. He will not be that name. Now, if he ends up getting in the ring with one of those other names that causes that, maybe I'll watch. But the chances are real likely. Now, I was going to say, I've heard some fighters complain. I have, but not react the way he has. People are trying to point to Deontay Wilder. Oh, he cried about Tyson Fury cheating. He cried about Tyson Fury Glovegate and this and that. Well, to be honest, a lot of people cause that. But here's what I can say in in Wilder's defense. All the complaining, he went out there and fought his heart out. We're not seeing that from Anderson. We're not seeing that at all. Actually, the fight that he was talking about hitting elbows and the man being tough is the last fight he was just in. And that fight looked horrible. He looked horrible. He looked, I tried to say earlier, he didn't look timid. He looked like he was trying to fight. But he, I guess the best thing to say is his heart. His heart didn't look like it was in it. He didn't look like he was really into having that fight and being in that fight. And it proved. And I can say that I believe it full-heartedly. Like Gil Cole said right here, his heart ain't in it. I believe it. I don't think we'll be seeing Big Baby Anderson too much more. I can't even say he'll turn into a gatekeeper because is he good enough to even be that? Son, my coach used to say in college, do your hard pump metal and steel or do it pump catnip? You know what I'm saying? My boy Yasser in the house. Salute. He say MC in chat. This one's for you, my boy. This one's for you. We talking about Big Baby Anderson and his complaining in the ring or whining, crying. However you want to label it, it's going to be fine because it's pretty soft. Pretty damn soft to be a professional boxer talking about with. Now, I can understand him saying, I don't want to go 10 rounds. I'm finna go out here and end this because we finna go to the club or something. I can see him doing it. But just to hear him say he tough and we gonna go 10 rounds and I don't want to go 2 rounds. Forever and a day, must I say, if you don't want to go 10 rounds, go out there and do something about it. Go out there and do something about it. Go knock him out. Go get knocked out. Something. But don't come back to this corner talking about he tough and you don't want to go 10 rounds. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to the people that's paying to see you fight. Oh, soft ass. And yeah, this is one of those, I'm ripping him. I'm ripping him. He deserved to be ripped. Through and through. That was just one of the things that I had to, get it off my chest. People spending their money to watch you out there become a champion. You got fans really riding with you. At one point, I was hearing people talking about he'd mess up AJ. He'd mess up Wilder. He'd get with Fury. Hell, but Coley came through and said, enough of all of that. I'm going to show y'all what Anderson is not. And he went out there and put hands on old Anderson. Surprised everybody. But Coley went out there and stopped him. And after that, we started getting more versions of the interview Anderson afterwards. This fight is the end of Interview Anderson. The Interview Anderson that was with Roy Jones talking about, I'm just 23. I didn't ask for this. Oh my gosh. Oh, can somebody turn on the fan? Get that smell up out of here. Let up a window. He's stinking up the place. He said, I was giving Anderson the benefit of the doubt that he was young and can come back. But that lad ain't got his heart in it. Exactly. That's the way I feel about it. I feel like this man out there, he don't have his heart in it. We always giving him a chance. We was always all saying, he young, maybe he gonna bounce back, maybe. I forget all that maybe. All that is make-believe. The boy ain't got it in him. He just don't have it in him. D-Lo 404 boxing in the house. He's saying salute. I got to give it right back. What's going on, my brother? I am here again having a fit about the softness that's in boxing. That is Jared Anderson right now. Now, I won't say he's the only one soft in boxing, but he's the only one that's just putting it out there for us to be able to put it on the plate and dissect it. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one that's putting it out there in front of us to dissect and say, well, goddamn. Right now, you got us looking bad. Bad. Soft. My boy M. Banks hit me with that Ray Gibson. Now I can't get it out of my head. All I'm seeing is Life, Claude, and Ray talking about the soft. Should have had Jared Anderson in there somewhere in the background or something playing the extra when Ray was talking about soft. That's right. Because that's what it is. He said, man, I'm just uploading a video about Tank. Still crying about Floyd getting him his first title shot at 22. Dun, dun, dun. You know what? That is another thing. I'm going to have to check that out as soon as it's up. But I know what video you're talking about because I remember it so vividly in my head. Because when I heard him first say about, they're trying to set me up, I'm giving Anderson a little break right now. Anderson, this ain't about you. I'm speaking about Tank. They're trying to set me up. They're trying to give me a loss. I'm young. You set up for your first title fight. You know what I'm saying? your first title fight. You saying they're trying to set you up to take a loss. It is your job. It has always been your job to go out there and beat whoever they put in front of you. Whether they setting you up to take a loss, to take an easy win, or what. Your job is to go out there and beat down the person in front of you every time. Every time. How long ago was it that he fought Pedraza to get his first belt? Long time ago. We still talking about that? He's still crying about that? Well, damn. Somebody tell me something. What's wrong with these people and why? What's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? You see, he did an interview this week still crying about being set up to lose to Pedraza. Really? You know what? Cooking. Put it on out there and let the world know. You know, we can't keep protecting them. When they're doing good and they get in the ring and they fighting, we're going to go ahead and talk good about them. We're going to let it be known. But when you start crying about some shit that you ain't got to be crying about, excuse my language, when you start crying about some things that you ain't got to be crying about, what's the purpose? That's right, D-Lo. Soft. S-O-F-T. Soft. That's right. That's right. Ray Gibson said that. Soft. By trying to hear all that, man. You got your first belt out of that. Now, I saw him speaking on that. You know, I saw that. Him talking about it. And he was saying that him and Floyd fell out because Floyd's daughter was hitting him up in Snapchat, and Floyd blew up about it. You know, they just things went south from there. Now I can't say, because Tank said that the daughter was reaching out to him. And Floyd got upset. But did Tank let Floyd know that, hey, your daughter is reaching out to me. I'm not reaching out to her. And well, after that tobacco, because we all heard about it, it was kind of public. It didn't blow up for a long time, but it was kind of public. And after that, what happened? She got pregnant by, what's the dude's name? Chick sheep call it. The rapper, the little bad rapper dude that was with the bumps, with the indentions in his head. NBA young boy. She ended up with him. So, well, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, y'all was able to hash it out for a little while. What I can say, Floyd did for Tank was got his name a little bigger, help him get his first title fight. Yeah, I can understand Floyd. We all know Floyd might be a little narcissist or whatever word fits him good of a person who needs the spotlight on him and got to shine and got to be the center of attention and all that. That's Floyd. We know that. But we also know he earned it. And we at never one point thought to said Floyd was soft or anything like that. Soft as baby. That's right. Softer. He might be softer than that. He got his career out of that. True. The Pedraza win got him going and got people really seeing a little silverback, because I don't even think a lot of people knew that they was calling him, that he was called what was his first name? He was a gorilla or a silverback or something before he was Tank for a short minute. Oh shoot. M. Banks said Tank is the reigning email champion of the world. Yeah, he has one of the belts. Is him, Loma, Shakur, and Davis right now. And David. So I don't care about none of that. The man got a title shot, one fight sooner than Floyd. And there it is. And he took out of that that Floyd was trying to set him up to take a loss. Well, if you really look at it, you can say a soft individual fighter would say that about his promoter every time they put him in a fight. He's setting me up to take a loss. You stand a chance to take a loss anytime you get in the ring. But damn, she nearly called a case over NBA young boy. She went and stabbed one of his baby mamas. Oh, there you have it. See, I knew somebody else would be able to reach it. Appreciate that, Yasser, for bringing it up. So, and I was in no way trying to protect Tank. I was just saying, when it came down to Floyd's daughter and Floyd blowing up, I just wanted to Tank let it really be known that I wasn't reaching out to her. She was reaching out to me. But if you left it alone and you stepped away, thing I like to say is if you look at something long enough and you listen to something long enough, you'll end up getting the picture. You'll end up getting the truth out of it. Well, we see how it went. She didn't get Tank, so she ended up with NBA Youngboy. She not only did she end up with him, they got a baby together. Who stabs another? You know what? I ain't gonna even ask the question about who stabs another person over something, cause that ain't none of my business. We just know it happened, and it's not a secret. I'm not spreading any rumors. I'm speaking about things that took place. Keyshawn Davis just fought for a championship at 12-0. I guess he was set up to lose too. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You get to put in the chance to become. I don't want to say the chance. I'm gonna just say you got set up to be the next level, and you took out of it that they were setting you up to take a loss. Dang, that is crazy. My boy Yasser says, how can anybody even be a Tank fan in this day and age? Well, this day and age, everything is strange. Fans are strange. The fighters are strange. Everybody got a little strangeness to them. You pick and choose who you want to follow and who you don't. For a long time, what I can say about Tank is he in the situation, moving up to fight. Well, right now, 35 and filled up again. Is somebody fighting 35 other than Lamont Roach? But the Lamont Roach is already queued up and ready to go. We're gonna have to accept that one. I don't know how you would take him away from then again, I see that C-Boxing Ego's love letter. The rank on what? It's a love letter floating around for Tank or something. Before I even start speaking on another channel, I won't. I'll leave them alone. I don't even care. What I do care about is these guys getting out there and entertaining and really bringing us what we want to see. Tank, you starting to fall into the Canelo category as far as giving us the fights that we want to see. Whether you guys waited too long to marinate them or whatever, as crazy as Ryan Garcia played, he has given us at least two of the champions that we wanted to see fight. And he's getting ready to fight Rolly. I guess Rolly is the cherry on top. But Ryan is fighting. Might be a little tainted, but he fight. He's fought Devin Haney. He's fought Tank. Got him a win, got him a loss. 50-50. But he doing it. We ain't claiming him to be soft. When Tank fought Rolly, Hector Garcia, now Roach, should have been T.O., Shakur, and Loma. Should have been. Now, the Loma thing, I don't know what to say about that because they making a big deal saying that when Tank tried to get the fight, Loma retired. Okay. We know when Tank was younger, the joke is, the funny part is, Floyd wanted to get him under control. He said, make me call Loma over here. And she got quiet. Tank wasn't ready for Loma. And if people pull up those interviews and those videos, there's no disputing it for Tank. People will be able to say, dude, you seem like you was S.o.f.TTTT. Soft. You know what I'm saying? That's been around a long time. Bro, teenage girls, right? List about favorite boy hands the way they. Wait, what? It's about their favorite boy bands, the way they did Tank. So now we finna Tank finna be the lead singer for one of these boy bands out here with the tight pants. And you know what? I'm not gonna beat him up like that. I'm not gonna dress him up with the fingernails, the perm, and all that. Which we done seen the dude with his hair perm before. I guess nobody really paid attention to it because the way that picture was, the way it was laid out and everything. But we done seen him permed out before. We just didn't go hard on him like that, which we are now. Tank needs to fight at 130. Wow, so you think Tank needs to go down? Wow. Tank has been on the Canelo playbook. I won't take that from him. That's what I was getting ready to get at. You know, he's not giving us the tough fights for whatever reason. Okay, he caught Ryan. Ryan talked his way into the fight, but he talked his way into a fight that he had to be compromised a little bit, which I can understand. We've all seen the catch weights and things like that. So compromising yourself a little bit in some fights is a natural thing. It happens. It does happen. But you know, Devin and Ryan growing at exponential speeds, exponential rates. They can't shit. They didn't even stay in 140 5 minutes before they outgrew it. So I don't even know if we'll get a Devin fight with Tank. Nah, I don't even really care if we get a Devin fight with Tank because dare I say, Devin has even messed up his profile in people's eyes with the whining and crying. And the reason we named this Stop Being Soft because the people that we're talking about right now at some point or another has did some soft shit, some soft stuff. Charmin soft, cotton swab ass. Y'all feel what I'm saying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Devin, you went out there and got beat up by Ryan. You took the ways that you took. A thinking man can't understand that you want to get this OA race. This man cheated you or whatever. That's how you feel. But it just took you too long to say you wanted to get your get back. It was pressure that was added for you to have to say you wanted to get your get back. Ryan running around talking crazy. You know, he doing his thing. He got his win. It is what it is. But this softness in these so-called hard fighters is sickening. Sickening. It's just sad. Tank already said that him and Al are calling it a day in 2025. It's for the best. Well, if that's what he needs, if he got enough money, and I'm gonna say this, you know, honestly, if he got enough money where he want to get out the game, he can do what he wants to do, and he got his bags like he needed to, and he can live the rest of his life okay. Then you know you can't be mad at that. You can say a man was self-aware. He went in there, he got his bag, and he getting out. We'll be a little disappointed. We didn't get the fights that we wanted to see. And, you know, dare I say his legacy will take a hit because it won't be built up in front of the fans as the greats, as like some of the greats. You know, it just won't. And now you could really look at this era and eras past and honestly say, you boys are soft. Soft. We gonna say soft so many times we might end up in the Guinness Book of World Records for how many times somebody said soft on a live. Cause soft is what this is right now. Y'all know coming up back in the day when you was young, getting called soft was fighting words. Being looked at as soft or anything like that, you took the offense to that. You know, soft is close to sissy. Am I lying? If I'm lying, somebody please tell me, MZ, you're going a little too far. But I don't think I am. I do not think I am. You say that man and at least one other YouTuber are openly obsessed with Tank Davis. I don't know which man we talking about or the other one. But to be obsessed with another man and you got the same equipment that he does sounds a little suspect. I ain't calling nobody nothing. I'm just saying it sounds a little suspect. If we keeping it real and keeping it true, we just talking about the things that need to be talked about. And right now, what we need to talk about is people being soft in boxing. Big Baby Anderson. Starting to see like a little bit like Tank Davis. But I am glad that the youngsters, Abdullah Mason, stepping up to the plate, don't seem to be scared or soft or have no softness in him, looking like he may be willing to fight anybody. Floyd Schofield, youngster, look like he willing to fight. Look like he willing to step up to the plate and face the bigger competition. Haven't heard either one of them crying about anything. Nothing. No crying. I'm still tripping that people was actually set to say, hey, we got Big Baby Anderson coming up the pipe. Once Wild and them get out the way, once the light stops shining on them, we got a dude that we think is going to be all right. Damn. Now we know that he ain't going to be all right. Nah. He ain't going to be all right. Nah. He might as well go get him a dog kit. Get his nieces. If you got a daughter, get them sitting down. Have some tea parties or something. Play with them. Have some fun with them. Quit playing. Say, let me see. At the first top 135 guys, not the top 135. Guys, you take your ass to 130. He fights the top 130 at 30. Kind of like he's not fighting the guys at the weight they supposed to be, like Ryan was doing. And I ain't calling Ryan scary. I'm just gonna say Ryan's smart like a fox. At some point, I think Ryan realized where he stands, what he's capable of doing, his race. And this is not a shot or a race card. I'm just saying, we all know it's tribal when it comes to boxing. If you put the black guy against the white guy, you make money. You put the black guy against the Spanish guy, you make a lot of money. We're still having a hard time getting the black guys to be able to face the black guys and get that same money. Every once in a while, we do get that explosion. But for the most time, I think Ryan is playing himself the right way. D'Lo say the fanboys are softer than the fighters. Ooh, that's a close race. That's a close race. But then I guess you might be right. Because in order to support a soft fighter, you've got to be soft yourself. And if you take up for the softness that this fighter is putting out, yeah, I guess you can say that the fanboys are softer than the fighters. good analogy there. If you done brought all the pocketbook versus he want then buy. Retired little dude. Damn, D-Lo not buy all the pocketbooks he can and the purses. Whoo, we really getting down on it. Really getting down. Oh, here's a good one. M. Banks United Unfiltered says, the softness shows because the money goes up and the talent goes down. And I guess you could say that's what Turkey Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season has started, has brought out. That's what it's brought out. See, because the money's there. Now you got an opportunity to go and fight for what it was that you said you wanted to fight for. But then when they say who it is that you got to fight, things a little different. Things a little different. You guys have been screaming about fighting the best, being the best. I'm the cash cow and all this. And honestly, right now, when you look at it, cash cow means nothing. It means nothing if you're not giving us fights. It means nothing if you're not facing competition that the fans who are paying their money deem to say, hey, this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be something that I would like to see. No, it's not that. You got big guys calling up small guys, making fights. Everybody's reaching down in the basement to bring somebody up to fight them. And when I say basement, I mean the weight class down below. We kind of gave Canelo a little rah-rah because he picked one of the twins. But then at the same time, we did say, damn, he picked the smaller twin out of all of them. Out of the two. Not all of them. Out of the two. All right, bro. Glad I was able to be with you when you keep you company on your ride to work. Have a great day. I will check out your video. Fam. Believe that. I'll be heading over to check it out after I get through complaining about these soft people throwing hands. That's all I'm saying. I had to stop going to these channels. I can sit in the comment section and listen to all that gabbing. I feel you. All that. But it is what it is. That's what they do, Goblin. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh. Who else, y'all? Who else we got out here running around being soft? I say the softest awards go to. That's my drum roll. Number one softest fighter of 2025 so far is Jared Anderson. Y'all know I ain't lying. Just listen to the clip from the last fight of him complaining about hitting elbows and crying about the man making it, being there for 10 rounds. I was appalled when I heard that. Flabbergasted, shocked. I was like, who does that? Who does that? But if y'all know a clip of another fighter whining about during the fight, you might as well have just said, dude, I don't think I can beat him. He too tough. Should have went on and did that. Got his corner man over there explaining, giving him good directions, telling him what to do and how to do it, to be able to make this fight a little easier for him. But no. One, he wanted to talk back. I wouldn't want to be in the corner and hear my fighter say anything negative. That's why I gave Keyshawn his props when he went back to the corner and talked to Bomac. Bomac, what he got? What he got? Oh, he ain't got nothing, man. Okay, well then you go ahead, you can step to him, be careful, this and that. Go to the body, go to the head, soften him up, put him down. Good corner work. Good corner work. I made fun of Bomac. Yes, I have. I've said things about his weight, him being heavy because he made some statements about certain things. But what I will not do is diminish his talent and his boxing mind and his other coaches that he works with Terrence Crawford, and I'm seeing he's working with Keyshawn Davis. And if the rest of the fighters that he's dealing with starts to step up and shine or be as promising as Keyshawn is at the moment, I'm going to have to say that Bomac and his boys are some of the best trainers in the game right now. But you got to get, I think a good trainer needs a fighter that has the mentality to be able to deal with what it is that they want out of that fighter. They can dig within themselves and produce that. Crawford seems to be one of those guys. Keyshawn Davis seems to be one of those guys, at least starting to show that he can be one of those guys. You know what I mean? I said this the other night. I'm going to say it now. I think Keyshawn is slowly coming up on Shakur Stevenson, and he may bypass Shakur in popularity sometime real soon. I say he's right on the corner of doing that. But right now, the softest fighter I know, Big Baby Anderson. It's one other fighter that's softer than that. I just don't know the dude's name. Y'all remember F.A. Jabba when he was standing in the ring waiting for old boy got in the ring. Then they run the bell and he got his ass right back out the ring. That's the softest fighter. That's the softest fighter. And I'll give Big Baby a strong number 2. Napoleon Armstrong has slid into the building. He's saying salute. I got a big salute right back at him. Napoleon Armstrong always seem to have something good to say once in a while. But when it comes down to it, looking forward to this weekend coming up on the 22nd. Oh, did y'all catch No, I ain't gonna even bring that up. Forget that. It's still, you know what? I can't let this soft ass dude get off the hook. Forget that. Stop being soft. Every time somebody see Big Baby Anderson, first thing they say, "What's up, Big Baby? Stop being soft." He should have named. Now, if you're gonna be a big baby in boxing, be Big Baby Huey. Baby Huey wasn't no punk. He was a cartoon character that they made fun of all the time. This is from when I was a kid. But Baby Huey would beat your ass when you made him mad. I'm just saying. Bomac, one of the best already. Listen to the instructions, adjustments he calls for the fight. Always on point. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we could be looking at. I'm saying that because I want to see him get him a couple of more of his fighters that actually get into the groove and get him exactly what he's asking for. Because in order to fight up under a great trainer, I think you have to have heart, discipline, um, intelligence. You have to have these things. You have to be willing to listen and able to learn in order to, one, make that corner man's trainers work manifest. It has to, what he's telling you has to manifest through you. You have to be able to complete that. Even if you're not a thinking the super smart boxer, but you can go out there and do what your corner man tells you. You need those instructions. If you can go out there and follow those, and you got the heart and the determination to do that, and the skills, you can make him look good. But if you soft, I don't know. Let's just say you put Big Baby Anderson over there with Bomac now. Do we have the heart to be with Bomac and the rest of that group? In your mind, and the way you believe, do you believe Big Baby Anderson can go over there with Terrence Crawford and the rest of those cats and show? Because it's hard to just, get game. You would say, oh, you put a lot of people, you put somebody over there with some killers, he'll turn into a killer. No, he won't. That's bull. You soft and you ain't a killer, you just ain't gonna be a killer. Unless you just put into a situation, life and death, and it just happens to come out in you. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that Big Baby Anderson can go over there in the house that Bomac built with the rest of that three-headed monster and survive. I think it might be a little too tough for him. But only way to prove me wrong is to prove it. Right now, he got a trainer that's giving him good instructions and things like that. And we listening to him crying and complaining. He just, he pulled off this last fight. But did he? If that man that he was fighting with, forgive me for not remembering his name, I feel like if they had made me one more round in, he probably would have beat Anderson. But Anderson probably would have laid it down the way he was up on the ropes, getting his head popped back like a Pez dispenser in the last round. I'm going to just be honest and say that's what I believe. I believe we went out there and got taxed on. But the name of this show is Stop Being Soft, Jared Anderson. Yeah, I'm saying his name because shit, that's what he showed us. Be mad at me, I don't care. I'm just a small channel. Probably won't even hit his radar. But for those of you that is hitting his radar, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. When Banks said, Banks Unfiltered said, Big Baby Miller would murk Baby Anderson. You know what? If they can get him off of as long as he clean, he probably would go out there and beat up and beat up Anderson. I wouldn't be surprised. He said Big Baby in his own head and said he don't like boxing. Roy Jones couldn't even get through. Talented but broken and flawed from the start. Dang. That's not being hard. That's being a good assessment made. That's being a good assessment made. And you see, most people, when it comes down to talking about Big Baby Anderson and his flaws and his softness, it always reverts back to the interview with Roy Jones when he stood in front of the world and let us all know what was going on with him. Should have let us know then we should bag up from him and let that boy be. It should have told us, if you see him fighting, zip your pockets. Don't put no bet on him. He might squeeze off a win once or twice here or there. But when it comes down to fighting somebody that's going to be tough, hard to get with, I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine him in there with a Usyk a couple of years younger. Right now, I'm like, imagine him with anybody that was at the top. Hell, Joseph Parker go out there, which Joseph Parker getting ready to fight Dubois right now. Put his ass in there against Dubois. Put him in there against any of these guys right now. And I'm willing to bet that I don't think Big Baby Anderson can beat any of the heavyweights that we're considering top right now. Joseph Parker, Bacoli, Daniel Dubois, Usyk. I don't think he'll beat any of those guys. I don't think he'll beat any of them. This game is 90% mental, and that's a fact. I won't argue with you. I won't argue with you on that. I won't argue with you on that at all. You got to be mentally strong in boxing. You can't go out there having no doubts about yourself. You cannot. You go out there and you get hit with a good hard right. You got to eat that shit. Shake it off. Say, did this bitch just hit me like that? I know you ain't playing with me. Ding. Okay, when I come back out next bail, I'm going to show you something. You ain't going to be in the corner talking about, oh, man, he hit me hard than a bitch. I don't know if I want to go out no more. You know, he going to be out here for 10 rounds. He going to be out here for the whole fight. And I just don't want to go the whole fight. Put your big bitch ass down. Or go out there and knock him out. Those are your two choices. Quit or push forward. That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got. He said, I traded Big Baby for Dubois. I take Big Baby. I take Dubois over Baby any day. I take Dubois with me, especially if he got that old voodoo. He got that voodoo chin going. I'm gonna go ride with Dubois. Usyk, I want my revenge. I'm going with that dude. Who y'all got this coming up? Who y'all got? Actually, question: Dubois or Parker? I think that's gonna be a nice clash. I think Parker got a little attitude for the simple reason Dubois jumped his ass in the ring with Usyk. I think it might be a little attitude there. I think Parker might want to try to teach old Dubois a lesson about overlooking him. I'm just thinking, I'm spitballing here. That could be what it is. I'm just saying. I'm ready to see if my boy Bivol gonna pull it off against I can't think of his name. I thought if I woke up early this morning, I'd be able to remember everybody, and I'm still forgetting. But y'all, once I get his name right, Bivol, and I cannot remember this man's name. Anyway, the 22nd, Riyadh season. Shakur gonna fight. I want to break down a little bit about Schofield and say, in order for Schofield to get this win, he gonna have to, one, not be crossing his feet like he does so much. He does cross his feet a lot. He changes stances a heck of a lot. And I don't know why. He kind of changes like Big Baby, just change out of, not Big Baby, like Anderson, just change for changing. He hasn't been, seriously hurt out of it, but it could cause him a problem facing somebody like Shakur. And I'm gonna say this, like Shakur, if Shakur hands are good and everything, I think Shakur will be able to pick him apart on some stuff like that, especially catching him switching stances at distance. I was looking at him fighting a couple of fights, and on the inside he misses quite a bit. He does have some flaws that Shakur can take advantage of. Yeah, you can't forget that Shakur still is. You can never take away from an Olympian, international ass whooper. He a baby world beater. He been going around the world kicking ass. Floyd Schofield is not quite on that level. But, he's put himself in a position. He's answered the call. He's stepping up. And, the flaws that he has is going to point out, they're going to either glare in this fight and Shakur take advantage of them or not. Schofield's, when he moves forward front foot first. Instead of slightly moving the back foot in and then stepping forward, inching forward like that so he don't be heavy on the front foot. It's a lot of things that this man does wrong while fighting. But we'll have to see. He say, Dubois looks simple. He found his heart and now believes. I feel he can stop Parker in 11. Ooh, that's a good one. I will say, he did look a little shaky in the beginning. I don't know what happened to make it click for him. But it seemed like it has clicked. and he's powering through. The Dubois, that is. I did say that I have been noticing him get better. He's been getting better in his fights, and you know, he just looks like a better fighter. He just looks like a different fighter. He looks more confident. He looks more confident in what it is that he can do and his abilities. And confidence in your abilities and confidence in yourself will push you a heck of a long way. Because if you believe you can do something, it only takes you to be able to do it once, and then you hooked. Once you do it that one time, it's like, oh shoot, now I got it. Now ain't nothing to it but to do it. And he went out there and slapped old AJ around like he did, regardless of the fact that AJ lost to Usyk and Andy Ruiz. Regardless of that, my boy Dubois went out there and plucked him up some more. So yeah, you're right. Dubois used to look similar to Anderson. People weren't really as high on Dubois, but you know what? I can say, I'm looking at Dubois, and this is one of the first times you guys will hear me saying that I'm really riding with a UK guy like that hard. Yeah, I enjoyed Lennox Lewis, and I enjoyed the Klitschko brothers quite well when they were fighting. But Dubois, you know, he seemed to be showing me something. He's climbing up that ladder, and who knows? He got him a belt. He might surprise us. Can he hold on to it for some time and prove that, you know, you can turn things around? Not that he had a big fallout, but you know, I take Dubois over Anderson all day, every day, 7 days a week. And how they used to say, twice on Sunday? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. He's not showing me softness. I don't see softness out of Dubois. I don't. I don't see softness out of a lot of fighters. But Big Baby Anderson, soft. S.o.f.TTTT, soft. Straight up. Throw his pimp stuff away that he used to wear to the ring, and let's let him come out regular. Don't give him nothing special or fly. You got to earn that. You got to earn being able to come out to the ring looking swagged out and walking with a certain strut. Because if you coming out there and you don't even believe it, what's the purpose of doing it? Huh? What's the purpose of doing it? I want to see somebody come out there and whoop some ass, not come out there and get beat up. But y'all seen my boy D-Lo come through. He said he's dropping a video. Go check him out about Tank. Another one. All of a sudden playing soft, crying about. You still complaining about the Pedraza belt. Believe you have burned it into your mind that Floyd Mayweather was trying to set you up to get you your first belt. But he got you fought for a belt sooner than he did. You became a champion faster than he did. Okay, so what if you believe he set you up to lose? You won, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Every fight is a setup. Every one. To me, that's a weak way of thinking. Mentally not strong. If you believe in that your team is setting you up to take a loss. And I know people are saying, MZ, be careful. You're opening up a hole to say some stuff because you remember Mark Breland. Yes, I remember Mark Breland. I remember Deontay Wilder saying he believed Mark Breland spiked his water and he shouldn't have threw in a towel and all this. But what he didn't do was stop fighting. He still fought on. Picked up Malik Scott, which didn't really do anything for him, but he fought on. Haven't seen Tank quit yet. Only person I can say that we see at the cusp of trying to lay it down, trying to quit, trying not to go any further is Anderson. Soft. Just soft. Y'all say it with me. Soft. I know y'all said it. I heard y'all say it. Some of y'all said it softly so it can really make an impression that he's soft. He said Ryan said that De La Hoya set him up against Duarte and still won. Yeah, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. You feel like it's a setup? Okay, that's motivation for you to go out there and show them, oh, you playing with me. You think my skills ain't what they supposed to be. You think I ain't who that, you think I ain't that guy. So you're gonna try to put some competition in front of me to tighten me up. Now on the sides of Oscar and Floyd, they probably would say, hey, I was just pushing him because I knew I saw what he can do. I know what he can do. He just got to be aware of what he can do. We haven't seen Ryan back down from no smoke. We haven't seen Ryan complaining about somebody hitting harder or anything like that. I can't remember a day that I heard a fighter kind of wait. Let me think real hard. If I remember correctly, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, when Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis, I do believe Mike Tyson had a small breakdown in their fight where he was saying something to the effect that he couldn't get to Lennox, he couldn't beat Lennox or something. His corner was like, man, stop that. Yes, you can. I do remember. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that did take place. I think that did take place. He said Wilder hasn't been the same since, what's that? Breland? Oh, since Breland Sartain quit in sparring versus Devin, straight up. Wilder hasn't been the same since Breland. They tried to put a band-aid on it when they changed trainers and put Malik Scott in there. Now, I will say that when they made that change, I did advocate for Malik Scott for a little while because I was like, at least give him a chance to see if there's a possibility that he can give Wilder something to help Wilder. But then somebody brought me to my senses and showed me the fight that Wilder and Scott had, and Scott just laid it down. He didn't even get hit by that punch. He didn't even get hit by the punch. So you brought somebody to train you that didn't even really fully fight you hard and bring the dog out. So how he gonna help you find the dog? Sartain quit in sparring versus Devin, straight up. I haven't saw that video. Yeah. Oh, that's the video where they saying, oh, he just got off the what's the word? He had just got off the plane. He had just got off the plane and he wasn't ready yet. You know, they was giving us that. He hadn't been training, but you guys supposed to be top notch, ready to go all the time, supposed to be always in the gym rats. But then I guess they gonna say that was at the tank. The tank was really not being this, and you know, I don't want to hear none of that. None of it. You put those gloves on, it's time to go spar, whatever. I don't want to get my ass kicked in sparring, and I don't want to get my ass kicked in the ring in front of a whole bunch of people. I ain't trying to get beat up at all. I'm trying to go out there and show you every time I step between those ropes, y'all got to deal with me. Whether we practicing or whether it's a fight, you got to deal with me and my attitude. Bitch, I'm mad because you getting in the ring with me in the first place. Who told you supposed to be here? That's the kind of attitude I'm looking for from a fighter. I'm looking for a fighter to say, what? You just wake up mad. Eat some breakfast and say, I'm ready to go kick some ass. That's the attitude. I want to see that fighter show up. Every time you see him, he talking about, oh, I love to fight. This is what I was born to do. Y'all want some of this smoke? I'm ready. Don't matter where you at, who you are, what you doing. I'm coming. Do we have that fighter? Have we seen that fighter? Yeah, we see some of those fighters when they move up in weight, calling out some bigger guys, calling out whoever. But then we start making excuses for him. Oh, he too little to fight that person. That's too many weight classes to move up. If he got that dog in him, that kind of dog that say, you know what? I don't care if you got 10 pit bulls, a razorback. That's a wild hog for those who don't know. A few razorbacks, a bear, I don't care. Set their ass between those ropes and I'm going to put them down. Put them down. Wilder deteriorized up under Malik fast. Well, this is true. He deteriorated up under Malik fast because one, you tried to change the man too much. You tried to change him too much too fast, and that just messed him up totally. He gonna be surgical. He gonna be surgical. We doing this, doing that. I used to hate seeing Malik hold the pass for him and Wilder hitting because it seemed like he was doing extra to show that Wilder had power. We knew Wilder had power already. You ain't got to do all that extra stuff, pulling your arm back when he hitting the pass like it's turning you like that. You ain't got to do all that extra shit. Should have went out there and built on what the man did well and tried to add something to that instead of trying to change it. Got him out there trying to parry and blocking and stuff, knowing that that's not what he do. Knowing that's not how he reacts or how he fights. That's not him. Well, he gave you the chance. Whatever you did to get into the good graces and move forward and make some easy money, you got that chance to do that. I still feel like you didn't. A good coach is going to get out there and make his fighter do what he's supposed to do, not let his fighter tell him what's supposed to be going on. Simple as that. Not let his fighter tell him how things are supposed to go. You're supposed to be the eyes outside the ring, seeing what your fighter doesn't see and giving him that knowledge, helping him to get ready to take care of those things. But it is what it is. Wilder has what? 1 win under Scott? Yes, this is true. One out of wasn't Scott with him in the second was it the second fight? No, that's it. He was the third fight with Fury, I think. The third fight with Fury. Yeah, I think he like 4-1. He like 1-4. I think that's what his record is with Scott, like 1-4. If I'm wrong. Hellenius. He beat Hellenius. Yeah, I know he beat Hellenius. That's who his win was. But I was thinking he was there for the last loss with Fury because Breland threw the towel in the second fight. So he was there with the last loss with Fury. He was there with the loss against Zhang. He was there with the loss against Parker. Okay, so that's 3. 1-3. 1-3. Which is still not good. I think out of 4 fights, or 4 fights, a better showing would have been 50%. But, people make decisions, and we as fans have to live with them just for a short time. Just for a short time. But I think Floyd Schofield, just touching on it once again, I think Floyd Schofield, athletic fighter, go come in and try to bring it to Shakur, but it's some mistakes that he do make. You know what I'm saying? Switching stances. He do kind of lack on moving his head off the line. He don't move his head off the line quite often. He's able to be found right there. He tries a little Philly share from time to time. Not a lot. His hands are not always on the telephone like they're supposed to be. He's not always on the phone to block. And he likes to try to parry punches. He likes to parry punches, which I think against Shakur that could be a little problem for him. Shakur does like to use his jab to kind of parry a little bit. He also uses it for head control. Shakur, if you just look past the part of thinking that he runs all the time, the dude is pretty skillful. He has a lot of good things that he does while inside the ring. I really think that that Schofield is going to have to really step it up. That's right, easy work. You think it's going to be easy work for Shakur? Cause there's levels to the game. You right, Napoleon Armstrong. Y'all give me a second. My secretary, aka wife, just leave me a note I gotta read real quick. Y'all give me a hot second. 10 seconds. That's all I need. We are back just like that. I told you 10 seconds is all I need. I got a honeydew list. All of a sudden. Well, that's how it is. Married life gives you honeydew list every once in a while. If you like your honey, the do list is all right. If you don't like your honey, the do list sucks. I just happen to like my honey. Yeah, easy word for Shakur. It's levels to the game. I'm not attempting to take anything away from Schofield, because once again, I'm going to say, like I always said, I'm hoping the young man can bring everything that he said to the ring that night. The explosiveness, the tenaciousness, the uh, the heart. What skills he has, I hope he can home in on those and work them to his best ability. But I also want to see Shakur be Shakur. I want to see the baby world be who I believe he is, because I always said if the 135 division blew up at a certain time, and this was before Shakur even got there, that I felt like Tank and Shakur would be the last two standing and they would fight. Um, it seems like something has happened to derail the way Tank's trajectory is going. Be it he can't get the fights with these guys, or stuff like whatever. Whatever the situation is, he ain't been able to get them. And so now we got this Lamont Roach fight coming up, which I have told people and I've been saying since I found out that Roach was going to be the opponent. I said, don't be surprised if Roach come out there and surprise everybody and show us something. Now I know they got a long history from the amateurs and they coming up and everything. And Tank has edged out the wins up until now. Has Roach gained something? You know, we know that they all have gotten better since the amateurs. Has Roach gained enough that he can garnish a win off of Tank? We'll be finding out pretty soon. Okay, we got my boy Hyphy in the house. He says Keyshawn Davis stole Shakur's spot. He's more entertaining in the ring and has a better personality. I spoke on that a little earlier. I did say that I felt like Keyshawn is slowly turning the corner. He's on the corner of, maybe surpassing Shakur Stevenson when it comes to popularity with the fans and everything. Taking his spot, I don't know. The problem with that is they have already made the handshake, the friend shake, that they're not going to fight each other, which makes me just call Abdullah Mason's name a little louder, because he said everybody can get it except my blood brothers. I could respect that. When we've spoke on lives before and we were talking about fighting, being the fighter and you having a relative in your division, I was one who said, you know what? I wouldn't fight my brothers, but my cousins can get the smoke. They can get that business. Auntie will be a little upset that I had to put hands on them, but we'll still love each other. We'll make that money together. I ain't going to beat up on my brothers. Mom and dad ain't going to have it up out of me. They ain't going to have it out of them. But your cousins, y'all fight all the time anyway. Go ahead and get together, make that money. Nephews, okay, I probably won't put my hands on the nephews because that's big sisters and big brothers' babies. You can't beat up you can't beat them up. But cousins, everybody else that ain't blood like that can get that smoke. And that's what I respect about Abdullah Mason, because he said he's willing to fight any and everybody. Shakur and Keyshawn has already taken that element of danger out of their careers by agreeing that they won't fight each other. Napoleon Armstrong says Shakur right where he needs to be. Gonna style on Floyd down the stretch, and there will be a knockdown. Well, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a knockdown. Floyd has been down before. If I'm correct, I think Floyd's been knocked down before, but he got back up. Yeah, Floyd's been knocked down before. So we know he got the fortitude to get back up. But my thing is, would it be such a close fight that him getting knocked down will put him in danger where he'll have to do some things out of character that's not in his characteristics, and try to push harder to get back even if the fight is close? But like you believe that it's gonna be a pretty much a cakewalk down the stretch for Shakur after Floyd extends some of his energy and everything, and his technique starts to deteriorate. That's what we're guessing on. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to see if he deteriorates as the fight goes on, but I did notice the mistakes that he made by switching stances a lot, crossing his feet when he's in pursuit. Instead of moving like he's supposed to, his legs cross up a lot. I did notice that, but the switch hitting, that's the part
that I'm really concerned about, because I'm like, dude, why are you switch hitting? Are you switch hitting to get an advantage from the southpaw, or you are switching to get an advantage from the orthodox stance? What's the purpose of your switch hitting? Because we said Big Baby Anderson liked to switch hit, and we said somebody gonna knock his ass right up out of that switch hit, and it's happened on more than one occasion. Okay, so you feel like the knockdown will be from him getting overwhelmed as he tires. Okay, okay, I feel that. I'll be honest. I'll be looking to see if that takes place in the fight, during the fight, and see how it breaks down. He say, Shakur, if Shakur wants it, Bo Mack and Terrence is in his gym. Well, here's the thing. I would like to know how Bo Mack feels about those guys fighting. How Terrence Crawford feels about those guys fighting. Do they have that mentality of, cause y'all so close, y'all shouldn't fight. Shouldn't fight. And, I would like to, pick their brains and find out how they feel about it. And then, depending on how they feels, it might tell us if there's a culture like that over there in that gym where, or we family, we don't fight. If they got a culture like that going on over there, okay, that would explain a lot. But um, I don't know if I don't believe that Crawford and Bo Mack has that kind of mentality. I believe they feel like anybody can get it, friend or not. Bud had already showed us, we knew Sean Porter was this guy. He went out there and put hands on Sean. The only, yeah, I don't know. That is a good question. I would like to have answered. How do they feel about these guys not fighting? Yeah, I know they training, they training both of them, but is it a possibility that if it came down to it, they'd be willing to say, okay, pick who you want to train. If you want to go somewhere else and train, do that. But yeah, let's get the fight going. Let's get the fight going, and you know, go from there. But this not fighting each other, come on, that sucks. That sucks. You two are the best fighters in people's eyes, and you already telling the people that before y'all get hungry and crying for us to fight, don't, because we not. That's weak. That's soft. S.o.f.T.T.T. Soft. Uh, You know what I'm saying? That is soft. But that's this era of boxing. We don't have those kind of men from back in the day. Sonny Liston, Ronnie Lyles, people like that running around. Beasts that gotta get it. Come on, get it. Floyd Patterson, uh, uh, uh Klitschko, Foreman, uh, Smoking Joe, Ali. Man, if we could just get one of a throwback fighter like from back in the day, like one of them running them up in today's era, oh, there'd be it'd be so much confusion with that dude running around, whooping on everybody, calling out everything, and running up on them trying to make it happen. I just don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped up early enough to come on in here and get this going. I wanted to know how y'all feel about these fighters coming out with these soft ass attitudes, crying in their fights, or should I say, I won't say crying, whining about it being hard, or a guy being out there and for 10 rounds and you don't want to go 10 rounds. If you don't want to go 10 rounds, stop the guy. If you can't stop him, go out there and make it very hard and make it very uncomfortable for his ass. Then once you get through with that, take your ass back to the gym and tighten your skills up some more. Then you can stop it. But I don't think that's in Jared Anderson. I think Jared Anderson uh, was making a cry out when he was with Roy Jones. I think he was preparing the world unwittingly that this ain't for him. Boxing is not really what he wants to do. Maybe I don't know what the hell he want to do. Sell drugs, sell weed, hang out with his boys, be a pimp. I don't know. Be an architect. I don't know. Computer designer, graphic designer. Maybe you want to sing. Maybe you want to dance. Whatever the hell it is, it's starting to be quite evident that boxing is not his first love. And if boxing isn't his first love, boxing gonna be a very bitter side piece. And every time you step out there with that side piece, it's gonna let you know that they kind of tired of waiting for you to get your shit, get your stuff together, and decide which way you want to go. I think that's fair enough to say. But I'm excited for this weekend coming up. Just a few more days, and we'll be seeing the Riyadh season card that's stacked up and ready to roll. We'll be seeing that real soon. Shakur Stevenson to get a chance to show what he got. The Schofields to get a chance to go out there and show if they can really do it. It's a hot card from top to bottom, and I can't wait. Madrimal, I'm rolling with Madrimal over Virgil. Yeah, I said it. I'm still running with Bivol over Beterbiev. I knew I'd remember his name at some point. I'm gonna take the boxer again. Hopefully he don't get off the gas pedal this fight and let Beterbiev get it while he's coasting. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm gonna go out here and hit this honey-do list and cut this yard. Turkey is the face of boxing. Oh man, how is he really? Let's say Turkey is the face of promotions. I won't say he's the face of boxing because he ain't throwing no punches. But as far as promoting and getting the fights done, I'll give him the face of that. I'll also give Eddie Hearn the tip of the hat because long ago when he came to America with all this money and he said he was taking over, boxing, the home of boxing would be on the zone. Well, now I guess Eddie is starting to look like a genius because some kind of way the app that everybody complained about is standing strong. HBO is gone. Showtime is gone. And the part is really messing me up, which people should be saying, damn, how'd y'all lose that? ESPN, top rank, splitting ways. And ESPN is the leader in sports. They show skiing, swimming, car driving, horse racing, dog racing, tennis, hockey, soccer, you name it, they show it. And they getting out of boxing. Damn. That should say a lot. Fighters, boxers, y'all need to tighten up. Because if ESPN let you go, and y'all remember, I need my ESPN. This the world leader in sports, and they finna leave y'all alone? Come on, man. We got to do better. We've got to do better. S.o.f.T. S.O.F.T. Y'all need to stop being that. And with that, I'm out.